means a reaction is at equilibrium and we are adding some reactants at that time, or we are adding some products at that time, or we are removing some reactants or product at that time. So how the equilibrium is being affected by that change? This is the one. Second is effect of temperature. Effect of temperature. If you are rising the temperature of the reaction system, which is already at equilibrium, then what is the direction of equilibrium? This is the purpose of this topic. If you are going to cool the reaction after attaining equilibrium, then what is the direction in this new situation? Means here we are going to see that reaction is already at equilibrium. After that we are making some change, and because of that change, what is the direction of equilibrium? The first change is if we add some reactants or products, then in what direction the reaction will shift? Now the equilibrium will disturb, certainly, because we are making some change in the parameter. If temperature is being changed after attaining equilibrium, what is the direction of equilibrium? The third factor is effect of catalyst. Effect of catalyst. And fourth one is effect of noble gases. You can say noble gases. What is the meaning of this? Equilibrium is in a closed container. All reactants, products are gases. And we are introducing some noble gas like helium, neon, argon. In this way, the reaction equilibrium is changed. That is the another factor. Okay, we have to discuss these factors one by one in detail. The first factor is, yes beta, कोई difficulty? The first factor, effect of concentration. What is the effect of concentration? Before that, a scientist has given a rule, a law, which help us to decide the direction. That is called Le Chatelier's principle. Le Chatelier's principle. Very important. Le Chatelier's. Nowadays, in industries where we are preparing some chemicals, this principle is totally applied. It is helping a lot to get the more amount of the products. That is Le Chatelier's principle. This principle says that if reaction is at equilibrium and we are going to make any change in reaction parameters, any one of the reaction parameter, the equilibrium shift in that direction which oppose this change. You can note down this definition, very important. If we make any change in reaction parameters, if you are noting down, please note it. If we make any change in reaction parameters such as concentration, temperature, etc., equilibrium will shift in that direction which oppose this change. That is the Le Chatelier principle. Okay, beta? Is the definition part clear? It means reaction is at equilibrium and we are adding some reactants after attaining the equilibrium. Means this reaction will shift in forward direction, because forward direction it will minimize the added concentration of the reactants. The first factor, effect of concentration. Suppose this reaction N2 plus 3H2, let me take an example, gives 2NH3. This is the reaction. And in this reaction, there is an equilibrium. Equilibrium is there, already there. We all making these change after attaining equilibrium. If we add some more amount of nitrogen and hydrogen, see that the value of Kc is not affected by concentration. Kc remains same. It is affected by temperature, but not by concentration. Kc is equal to molar concentration product NH3 raised to power 2, coefficient is 2, molar concentration N2 into molar concentration H2 raised to power 3. The value of Kc is always constant if the temperature is kept constant. Then if we add more amount of nitrogen and hydrogen or any one of these two, then the value of this denominator going to increase. To make the no change in this value of equilibrium constant, more amount of ammonia should form. It means when we add nitrogen, hydrogen or anyone, the equilibrium will shift in backward direction, because backward direction is going to minimize the additional amount of nitrogen and hydrogen which is added. It minimizes this change. That's why equilibrium shift in that direction which oppose the change. In forward direction, whatever added amount, that is going to change into the product. That is the meaning of this effect of concentration. The simple meaning, if we add more amount of reactant, we get more product. And if we go in reverse way, if we remove some ammonia from here by any way, by condensing that, by maintaining low temperature, ammonia is going to liquefy and we are able to remove that from the system. It means we are decreasing the molar concentration of the product. To recover this concentration, because Kc is constant, now this Kc equilibrium is not maintained, ammonia is removed from here, equilibrium will shift in forward direction again to maintain this recovery, this loss of ammonia. That is the meaning of this effect of concentration. Okay, beta? Is it clear? When we add more amount of ammonia after attaining equilibrium, then this value is increased, and concentration, this Kc, it is remain same. That's why this equilibrium will shift in backward direction. This is the meaning of Le-Chatelier principle and effect of concentration. That's why in industry, when we are going to prepare ammonia, we take care that what should be the proper concentration of nitrogen and hydrogen, so that we can get more amount of ammonia. And ammonia is being removed from the system by cooling that, by liquefying that. So it is going to help a lot in industries. Okay, beta? Is there any problem? You can ask your difficulties. Okay, next factor, remaining factors we will discuss in the next class. Okay, and please do the numericals given in the textbook. Whatever numericals are there based on equilibrium constant, solve these all numericals and don't afraid from that. You can solve it. It is simply formula based. Use the formula and calculate it. Adhyans, is it clear? Yes, beta. Pressure is also have the effect. Okay, beta. Yes, we will discuss about that. Let me take just 1 minute. This is the gaseous system. Nitrogen, hydrogen, ammonia, they all are gases. If we increase pressure in the system, what is going to happen? The volume is going to decrease, and volume decrease means concentration going to increase. This C is equal to N by V. Concentration is the ratio of moles and volume. If we decrease volume by increasing pressure, indirectly we are increasing concentration. That's why pressure is also here included in this effect. By making change in the pressure, if the reaction is in gaseous state, reactant products are gases, then it is going to affect the concentration. If equilibrium is in liquid condition, there is a liquid system, there is no effect of pressure because liquid cannot be pressurized. So this effect of pressure indirectly, it is the part of effect of concentration. Liquid state, equilibrium is not affected by pressure because they are not compressed. Gaseous state, it is compressed by applying high pressure and it is going to increase the concentration. Okay. So effect of pressure is not taken here because it is the part of effect of concentration. Okay, beta. Thank you. Thank you very much. And please listen the complete class. Then only you will be benefited. These topics are very useful, very important.